But it's the same when I'm around President Clinton. When you're around President Clinton, you're like, ooh, I really am dumb.
I'm like, wow, where's my wife?
That could be happen too. Hey, that could be true too. But like, no.
Yeah, while he's looking at you.
No, you know what happened? One little thing. We were in the White House for a tobacco thing one time with Clinton, and usually when you're done, the president leaves, but he just hung around. So there was like the Mississippi Attorney General, my buddy Mike Moore, and I were standing there talking to President Clinton, right there in the Oval Office, right? And Carrie was back there. She was my press secretary, and she was talking to Mike McCurry, his press secretary, over
Back of the room.
Back somewhere, and they walk into the room. I swear to God. Clinton is talking. We're having a conversation. He sees Carrie back there, and he doesn't say a word. Just walks off. Oh. And he goes, "Oh, how are you? Who are you?"
He goes, "Hi, I'm Bill." I'm like, "Yeah, I know shit. I had you at hello."
He didn't
President,
even
right?
He didn't say like, "Hey, I gotta go. He just bird dog right on it, So
Unbelievable.
But he does. He's a special guy. He's got the charisma.
Yes.
Also, I mean, that just like it's pretty phenomenal.
I didn't know Barack when I met him, so I wasn't intimidated. But like when I was going to interview President Clinton for the book, my heart was jumping because I was like, wow, it's gonna be pretty cool, and he was really nice and great. But man, he is so like I ask him like a simple question. Like I say, you're from Arkansas, or I say, what about this? He like, well, I was reading this book from like 1912. I'm like, really? Then I asked him another question. He like, I was reading this book from like 1935. I'm like, really? I mean, like every question he would go like, I was reading. I said, how many books you read? He said about 1,000. I mean, he says, I'm like, well, then you go back and think he was a Rhodes Scholar.
Yeah.
And you read that many.
I drove on the road to get to school. That's the closest I am. I drove down the road to get to school. That's the closest I'm coming to being a Rhodes Scholar.
Have you had